You are now listening to the Going OB podcast.
Welcome to this, the premiere episode of the Going OB Golf podcast. My name's Craig and I'll be your host. I've been back and forward with how I was going to start this show and how I was going to introduce myself to you. I even used artificial intelligence tools to try and come up with something. But I've just decided I'm going to freewheel it. So, as I said, my name's Craig. I was previously a host on the Across the Pond Network's golf podcast with Eric and Logan. So myself and the boys, we chopped it up and discussed all things golf for about 16 months. Unfortunately, the other two guys moved on and there's been a bit of a change of ownership at the Across the Pond Network. So I've decided I'm going to branch out and try and do my own thing. Now, this could go horrendously wrong, or this could be one of the most popular golf podcasts going. Hopefully, it's somewhere in the middle. A bit nervous that I've made a mistake and I'm going on my own, but then we become successful. This is how we're going to go with this one. So, the intention of this podcast is to highlight other areas of golf that are not normally covered by the golf podcasts. I will be doing reviews of some of the competitions that's been taking place, and I'll try and cover some of the big stories because I think that's important and people do want to hear that. But I'm going to try and have a real feature on the amateur game. Real people, real stories is what I'm going to try and go with. Everybody that plays golf, watches golf, has some form of a story, be it the hole-in-ones I've had, the near hole-in-ones I've had. Yeah, there's a whole host of entertaining stories and anecdotes out there, which is what I want this podcast to be. So, prior to the golf, stepping away from the Across the Pond Golf podcast, I put out some stuff on my social media to find out what people want, and I want to just say thank you to everyone who replied. Feedback was really good. That's kind of where I'm going to try and build this podcast to. So, as I said, covering more diverse topics of the game. I will do some interviews, hopefully. I'm hoping to maybe do some pros, but majority of them will be average Joes, because I think there's something in that. We're going to try and do some pro tips for you, some amateur tips, some walking talks, some equipment reviews, maybe some course reviews, a couple of quizzes. But this is an open forum and nothing's off limits as it stands at the moment. So what I would like you to do is to reach out to me on the social networks. So I'm on X, old Twitter X, as Going OB, and I'm Going OB on Instagram as well. My previous handle was NR2underpar, just in case you were unable to find it. So what I'd like to do is invite you to get in touch with me with any topics you think need to be covered. If you have a golf story that you want to come on and discuss, more than happy to do that. If you are a young pro looking to make it in the game and you need a bit of publicity, get in touch. If you're a small company or a company starting out in golf, get in touch. This is a platform for everybody, really. Nothing's off limits. You can come on. Well, I say nothing's off limits. You know where I'm going with that one. We still don't want to get I don't want to get cancelled. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to get in touch with me. Reach out on the social media. I will, over the next couple of weeks, get an email address sorted out and maybe a website, and I'll start getting things put out on the website and the email address. You can reach out to me and we can take it from there. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. My game is trending in the right direction. I think that the professional commentators call it. as I said, if you listened to me before, I apologise for boring you with all this, but if you haven't, I've been playing for nearly 30 years. Most I've ever been is 16. I'm really keen, and I try to play as much as I can. I'm currently sitting at 18.4, which, yeah, it is starting to bug me a bit. But gone are the days where it was stressing me out and I couldn't sleep thinking about missed putts and whatever else. It is what it is. I just like to go along, have some chat with my pals, get some swings in. If the ball goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I'm not a paid professional. It doesn't pay my mortgage if I don't make the putts. So, yeah, that's me. We will get more into my game and what I do and don't do in the coming weeks and months. Yeah, because I have some stories that would be quite interesting to tell you. We'll eventually get round to the fact of to discuss my 2 hole-in-ones. We will discuss playing Bay Hill. Yeah, lots of stuff. So, as I said, I don't want to take up too much time on this first podcast, and it is really just a bit of an introduction to let you know that I'm here and that I will be posting episodes every either Sunday night or Monday morning. I'm not quite decided yet. I'll be putting stuff out on the social media to let people know. So it'll either be a Sunday night episode or a Monday if we're looking to do some kind of reviews. But hopefully you're going to find some value in this podcast, and I'd appreciate if you can start sharing it with your friends, and let's see where we go with that. So thanks very much. Until the next time, keep it on the short stuff.